Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy B coming back at you guys again with yet another video. And today, let's start out 2017 strong and let's get into our first Will You Cop of the year. For those of you that do not know the formula of a Will You Cop, basically we all come together towards the end of the week. We talk about what's releasing this week, maybe some future releases, or basically just talking shit about sneakers, and that's how it is. If I don't mention something, it could be because I don't care about it, honestly, or I just forgot to mention it. So if I didn't talk about something that you maybe liked, that you want to, talk about, feel free to scream at me in the comment section below. It's there, it's free, type up. So let's get into 2017's first Will You Cop. Now the first shoe I want to talk about is actually the Black Cat 6, and I know that this one came out last year, but people were asking me my opinion on it, and honestly I feel like it was another piece of just sneaker cannon fodder, you know what I'm saying? Every brand has those colorways of shoes that didn't necessarily need to come out, but they kind of just tossed them out to see whoever would buy them, and I feel like that's how this works with the Black Cat 6. I would have much rather they Black Cat 3 maybe, just like they used to have it. The 6 with the perforated like leather with the 3M, I mean, the 3M is cool, but to me, it was just like another Jordan colorway that just, I don't know, I just didn't care about. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't something that, I mean, I was like, oh, holy shit, bro. I need to make sure I cop those Black Cat 6. Man, those ones are crazy. It wasn't nothing like that. Some more sneaker cannon fodder, that's what I call it. They're just shooting it out there, and whoever grabs it, grabs it. So with those out of the way, let's get into 2017. Now, the first release we got right now is the Air Jordan 15. Now, this one is the Stealth, or they're calling it the Take Flight colorway. Honestly, the 15s work in certain colorways, and some they don't. Hold on, I gotta fix the hood, it fell off. Gotta make sure that's there, To me, it just feels like the 15 works better in some colorways than others. This black colorway is okay, but I'd much rather like that navy and obsidian colorway. If I was gonna cop any pair of 15s, it would be the navy and obsidian pair. So I may try to get those in the future whenever they do drop. This first one, this Take Flight, the all black, the Cells joints, not a big fan of those. Now in Bape NMD news, there is going to be a Western European release, and I believe that's on January 12th. Y'all already know the craziness that went down here in the States, so for my European viewers, just know. Just know it gets crazy for those joints, just know. Now we also had 4 new Vans drop. Now these are all around the idea of like woven leather uppers, and just another great reason why Vans are just so versatile. They just work, they're casual, you can skate them out, you can wear them, they work, you change up the materials, they work all over the place. Now this one was I think a New Era, a slip-on, a skate high, and an old school. And my favorite was the like tan, almost a Vachetta tan, old school pair with just the woven like V for Vans on the side of the woven Vans logo on the side, which was dope. I mean, they still have all their cornerstone models with either a tan or black leather. I'm not going to be picking up any myself, but I can see why some of you guys might dig this one. Now this one caught my eye because this is a model from Reebok that I've seen a long time ago. I never copped a pair of them, but it's the Reebok Insta Pump Fury Road, a play off the Insta Pump Fury. Now this one's the What the Camo, which is the Fury just with a lot of different camos and different things mixed in on the top. Now honestly, I think this is actually a pretty dope colorway. It could have went really wrong, but it actually went really right with this particular matching of materials and colors. I think it actually looks really good, especially the red with the yellow Reebok on the back, and it really reminds me kind of the Insta Pump Fury collab. I think it was with Concepts, where I had that Versace feel, which I still need to get those. One day I will get them, but yeah, man, they're pretty clean. I like these. I like these joints. Now we got some new news on the latest Kendrick Lamar and Reebok collab. And let's just remember to leave those green joints in the past. Let's just leave those in 2016. Put those in a box in 2016 and just toss them into the garbage. Now these are a washed out, kind of acid washed denim pair of Reebok Club C's, and I definitely like this one better. I like this one because it's stepping away from some of the other colorways. They're mostly like a tan color. The first two were tan, then you had the colorway which will not be named, and this one's mostly like white, black, and red, which I think is dope. Another small little detail that I thought was dope as well is the left shoe has the K in red, whereas the right one just has the O, so it looks like a K dot. That's a pretty cool little detail. So I'm definitely for the Club C as opposed to the other one. Now I'm not sure if these already dropped or if they're about to drop, but it was an Air Force One mid, and this one is an all olive, which looks like a weird suede. This should be something that really works. and I don't know why it's not working for me in the mid. I don't know, maybe it's the olive that they chose to use, but this one really isn't winning me over. And that's weird to say because I have my faded olive SFAF1s, and the color, I guess the materials and the color is just slightly different. The gum also makes a little bit of a difference too. Not a bad force at all, not bad forces at all. Just not ones that I'll be copying, not ones that I really need. Like I said, I got the SF joints, and this will just be an extra that I really just don't need. Just don't need them. Now we also got a pretty dope Nike SB collab coming from Black Sheep Skate Shop in North Carolina. Now this one is the wolf in sheep's clothing, and you guys have seen this idea before in another SB as well as an Air Jordan 12 with the wings and the SB Lance mountain joints. It has that scratch off feel to it. Now I didn't hate the wings as much as people think I hated the wings. I just was kind of being funny and making fun of them. And these have a similar aspect. Of course, the wolf in sheep's clothing, this shoe has teeth on the swoosh that eventually can be revealed. I think it's a dope collab. I think it's a dope idea, and the special box, I think there's two different prices. The regular one is 100 or 110, and paired with the special box is about 125. Custom insoles. They even have a custom lace set from Fully Laced, I think, with the wolf's teeth, like silver teeth on the lace lock. I won't be copying because I don't really wear SBs like that, but clean, they clean. Next up, we got a Saucony Grid 9000, and yes, because some people have been commenting, that's how you say Saucony. I know I usually say Saucony, but it's Saucony. Just fun fact. So these joints right here are inspired by boxing gloves, just a boxing ring, and I really feel like they're coming in clean with the materials on these. And from the pictures that I've seen and the looks, they do look really good. So that's the Grid 9000, sparring, boxing, whichever ones you want to call them, red, blue, white, gold, bam. Those are those. So let's keep this one short. People were asking me my opinion on the Air Jordan 1 Rare Air, not just this colorway, which kind of reminds me of a reverse shatter backboard, but my thoughts on the shoe itself. I mean, we have multiple iterations of the Air Jordan 1. Nothing really beats the OG Air Jordan 1 in my opinion with the Nike Air, a little bit of a higher cut, and I feel the same way about this. I don't really care to have Nike Air stitched into the back of the Air Jordan 1. I mean, it's a cool little detail, but it doesn't really need to be there on the one silhouette. Other shoes, it definitely works well. I'm not really feeling it like that. I don't know, it's just like when you have OG ones like this and then you see this other one which isn't exactly the same thing. It's not the same thing. I don't know, it's just throwing me off a little bit. I'm not personally feeling them, so I'm not gonna be copying any. Next up, speaking of models being changed around, we have a Air Presto that's all leather. Ditching the mesh, ditching any type of knit, any type of materials like that. This one's all white, kind of tumbled leather on the upper. And for me, I wonder, is this shoe going to be fitted like an extra small, small, medium, large, like those sizes, or do they have specific sizes for this shoe? Because this one's actually going to be a women's only release. I think it could be a clean shoe for the summer. For some of those people that don't like the mesh Prestos because they get dirty extremely easily, this could be a good move for some people. Of course, I can't fit them because they are women's size, and some of you guys can. You guys are lucky in a lot of aspects because you guys can get both sides of the spectrum. There could be a women's shoe that still looks dope and a dude could wear it. Y'all could get that. I'm a size 12, 11 and a half, 12. I got no business in any women's size shoe at all. My toes would just be out, bro. I had to cut them or something. Like my heel or something had to be hanging out those joints. I got no business in them. One of the most talked about stories, let's say that this week, is Kanye, someone apparently intruding into one of his offices or something. I don't know, he got pictures of him and he's wearing some type of Adidas, what people are assuming an Adidas shoe, some type of runner, I would assume, some type of Yeezy runner maybe. Now when I looked at them, they put me in the mind of, and just other people agreed, a raft shoe, like the Oswegos or Oswegos, wherever you call them, the weird raft looking runners, and that's kind of what they look like. The back of the outsole kind of reminds me of what is it called, like an up tempo. Okay, fixing the hood again, fixing again. There you go, it's back. And honestly, I'm just curious to see what they are. Are they a Yeezy season shoe, like you had the Yeezy crepe boot, which was a Yeezy thing, not with Adidas? Is this Yeezy's version of a runner? Because to me, it honestly looks like a really retro runner. The colorway kind of has like this splash effect. I'm looking at it down here. Has this weird splash effect kind of looking like on the side. It really reminds me of like a 90s runner. You feel me? Like, it reminds me of a 90s runner type shoe, which would make sense in today's market because people love runners these days. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen with it. It's nothing really solid at this point. We're just kind of going off these first pictures. Like I said, it's an interesting looking shoe and I'm waiting to see more pictures of it. So yeah, that's it on the new rumored Yeezy runners, trainers, rumors. Now, I know I mentioned this to you guys before, so I'm not gonna take a long time on it, but the OG PrimeKnit NMD is redropping on January 14th, 2017, so a week from now. Remember what Bull said. Remember what I said in a week, or not even a week. Remember what I said in 5 days, because you know people will start posting about raffles, how this is gonna be released, how that's gonna be released, so just keep your ears to the streets and pay attention. That's all. Even more NMD news, we have our first look at what's supposedly the NMD City Sock 2. It embraces the sock feel even more. It has this weird, it's kind of hard to explain how it looks, but I'm gonna put a picture right there so you can see it. The collar of the shoe is pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of like a kimono or something, like a Japanese kimono, how it crosses over. I don't know, that's what I thought of. But one thing I really want to comment on is that the boost on this shoe, the boost sole looks, for lack of better words, I guess we'll say bubbly or really cloudy. You guys have seen the boost before. You know how it looks. It does have like this bubbly, weird, like cloud look to it, I guess you would call it. But this one seems even more exaggerated on this new City Sock. Maybe I'm just seeing things, maybe I'm paying too much attention to it, but I kind of like that. I kind of like how that looks. You know, it looks a little bit different than the original NMD City Sock. And the City Sock was something that I had to see, the original pair was something I had to see in person before I really appreciated it and liked it. I saw the black pair with the little blue dots. I think that's one of the best pairs. It's really simple, but one of the best for sure. So I mean, all in all, I'm just interested to see how these turn out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see in the near future, I would assume so. Now, last up for this video, I had to end it off strong. And this is one of my favorite shoes of everything I talked about today. It's an Air Force One Low Nike. It's a jade colorway to commemorate Chinese New Year's. These are going to be releasing overseas first and then later coming to the States. And it's basically, there's a women's pair, there's a men's pair, and they're all white with jade accent. You feel me? Like a jade insole. Now, just looking at the side pictures, and I know these are Nike pictures, so they're probably gonna be amped up a little bit to make them look a little bit better than they actually are, but just the jade accents. And it's funny that this is a jade shoe coming out. I'ma just, I don't wanna say too much. Just remember jade. Remember that color jade later on this year. And remember that I was thinking about it over a year ago. Just remember that color. Remember green. Remember jade, all right? Remember that. I mean, I guess I just can't hype them anymore. They've been hyped. I've hyped them. Well, it is what it is. So guys, that is it, man. I am done for this Will You Cop. Let me know if I missed anything, like I said, down below. What are your thoughts? Like I said, scream at me down below in the comments. I have been trying to go through my comments more so and answer them back. So hopefully if you comment, I'll try to get back to you as best as I can. There are a lot of comments, so I can't always get back to everybody, but I try my best. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course, supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, blase blah, of course. Bull at RC. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Y'all be easy. Much love. I'm out of here. Peace.